All right, y'all. So, did Hillary Clinton throw Joe Biden under the bus? Did she throw him? Well, some of the headlines are indicating that, so let's walk through it here. Hillary Clinton calls Joe Biden's age, quote, a legitimate issue. She calls his age a legitimate issue. Former First Lady Hillary Clinton said she believes President Biden's age is a legitimate campaign issue, even as the commander-in-chief is under fire over a damning special counsel report accusing him of being senile. Quote, I talk to people in the White House all the time, and they know it's an issue, but as I like to say, look, it's a legitimate issue. Clinton told MSNBC's Alex Wagner earlier this week, it's a legitimate issue for ex-President Donald Trump, who's only 3 years younger, right? So it's an issue. The former Democrat presidential nominee and Secretary of State also said during Wednesday's interview that it might be hard for Biden and Trump to connect with younger voters. The president should highlight his background as an experienced leader. Quote, I think Biden also should lean into the fact that he's experienced and that experience is not just in the political arena. It's like the stuff of, human experience, character, wisdom. I think he should be willing to really pull that out. And I think he should kid more about it. So, look, just so far, I'll say, I think the headlines are a little misleading about this story. Because she's saying, yeah, well, his age is a legitimate issue, but she also goes on to say, hey, it's also a legitimate issue for Trump. And I think Biden should lean into the age thing by saying, I'm experienced. I have a lot of experience and wisdom that has come with my age. So I don't view it as like she's throwing him under the bus as much as like she's giving friendly advice on how to jujitsu his way out of his age mattering in a negative sense for him to get reelected. All right, let's continue. A recent NBC News poll found that 76% of respondents said they're concerned Biden, 81, is not mentally fit for a second term. 76%. A blistering report from special counsel Robert Hur released Thursday assessed Biden as too senile to be prosecuted over his wrongful retention of classified documents. By the way, there are parallels there to what happened with Hillary. They didn't say she was too senile, but they basically were like, she committed crimes, and here are the crimes, but here's why we're not charging her. With Biden, they kind of said that same thing, and they said the reason why we're not charging him is because he's a well-meaning old man, right? So basically, he cooperated with us every step of the way, and so for that reason, we're not going after him. But also in the interview, he forgot what years he was vice president. He forgot certain things about his dead son, and apparently Biden was pissed off about that behind the scenes, and he said, that didn't happen, and whatever. But that was the gist of the report, is like, look, he's a well-meaning old man, but, he wasn't knowingly committing a crime or willfully doing anything wrong. Whereas Trump, for example, everybody knows Trump was not only kept the classified and top secret documents, but then when he was told to give them up, he didn't give them up, and then he gave some up, and he was shuffling some from one area to another and trying to hide them and sharing them, all that stuff. So anyway, it also said the commander-in-chief did not remember when he was vice president and did not remember even within several years when his son Beau died, over 2 days of interviews in October. Biden, however, lashed out at the description of his mental acuity at a rapidly arranged press conference later Thursday, insisting, my memory is fine and I know what the hell I'm doing. But he did mistakenly refer to Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi as the president of Mexico while speaking to reporters during the gathering. Clinton said that age might be an issue. While age might be an issue, it's more important that voters elect the best candidate and that she's all in for Biden. Quote, I'm for Joe Biden for re-election on the merits because I think he's done a really good job as president, Clinton said. So I think he should continue to get out and campaign. He's been campaigning pretty vigorously across the country. Okay, so in other words, this last line here, what this tells me is all the headlines, because I saw these headlines everywhere. Hillary Clinton says Joe Biden's age is a legitimate issue. It's a legitimate issue. It's a legitimate issue. Then you read the full quote, and it's like, I think it's a legitimate issue, not just for Biden, but also for Trump. But also he should lean into his experience and his wisdom that he gets because of his age. And by the way, I'm supporting Joe Biden. I think he's done a really good job as president, and he should continue to get out there and campaign. In full context, I'm sorry, but she didn't throw him under the bus. Now, here's my point at the end, though. She should have. She should have thrown him under the bus. Look, I'm at the point now, it's so embarrassing, and we are so far gone here that I'm hoping Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and Jill Biden all sit Biden down and they have a heart-to-heart with him. And they say, hey, man, what are we doing here? If you have Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, two former Democratic presidents, Hillary Clinton, who was the Democratic nominee, and Jill, his wife, If all of them say, look, we love you, we think you did a good job, thank you for defeating Trump the first time, but it's time to step aside. That might be one of the only things that even has a small chance of working, because, by the way, the reports behind the scenes are that he is very obstinate about all of this. That any sort of indication that he's not up to it, he gets pissed and he starts yelling. So, the actual problem here, we blame his staffers, nobody keeping it real with him, but it's possible the actual problem here is Joe Biden himself. That he has this false sense of, I got this, I'm handling this, don't worry about it, I'm on my game here, I'm in my prime. So he might be the real problem, which means it's going to require big guns, heavy hitters, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Jill Biden, Michelle Obama, throw her in there, what the hell? They all sit him down, hey man, you got to wrap it up. You got to step aside. Because I'm at the point now where I think anybody else is a stronger candidate. I am at that point. I wasn't at that point not that long ago, prior to Biden backing the genocide in Gaza, prior to him having a gaffe literally every day he opens his mouth. But that's where we're at right now, man. That's where we're at. So Hillary didn't say the thing people think she said. Just say, yeah, it's a legitimate issue, but, it's not like she just said his age is a legitimate issue, and then she left it at that. It was all rah, Biden. But she should have said his age is a legitimate issue. She should have said that and been clear about it and indicated, I'm going to talk to him and you step aside. Because, look, we are all on the Titanic and the iceberg is dead ahead. And these guys are gleefully staying the course when they all should know better. They all should know better. So there you have it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.